The Strange Cassette. Michael, a young man, had recently moved to Poland, seeking new opportunities and adventures in this foreign land. He rented a modest yet attractive house in the city, and it seemed like the perfect place for a fresh start. However, with each passing day, he couldn't help but wonder why such a lovely home was available at such a low price. Determined to unravel the mystery, Michael decided to explore the house, and his curiosity led him to the attic. There, he stumbled upon an old dusty box containing a cassette without any label. Intrigued, he took the cassette downstairs and played it on an old tape player. As soon as the haunting sounds filled the room, Michael was transported back in time. The black and white images on the screen showed a family smiling and having a good time around a table. But their joy quickly turned into confusion when Michael realized that this family had been the previous occupants of the house. As the video progressed, it became increasingly eerie and disturbing. Michael witnessed inexplicable forces, dark figures, and strange symbols captured on the tape. He couldn't comprehend what was happening, but he could sense that something was not right. After watching the cassette, Michael's life took a dark turn. He began to experience horrifying visions from the past that seemed to haunt him even in reality. Shadows danced on the walls, and he heard eerie whispers in the night. Nightmares became his constant companions. With each passing day, the visions grew more intense and realistic. Michael became convinced that the house was possessed by some malevolent force that invaded his mind. He tried to decipher the mystery of the cassette and its influence, but all his efforts were in vain. One day, as he rewatched the cassette, he heard a whisper not from the past, but from the present. The voice was soothing, almost motherly. "Stop, my son," it said gently yet strangely. Michael trembled, but he didn't abandon his plan. "This is the only way," he whispered to himself. "The only way to break this curse." "You are mistaken, my son," the voice sounded nearer. Michael felt an unseen touch on his shoulder. "Bloodshed and death won't bring you liberation. There is another way." Michael hesitated, contemplating the unexpected intervention. "What is this other way?" he asked, feeling hope slowly replacing despair. "Give me the cassette," the voice replied, and Michael realized that this enigmatic entity had a connection to the dark forces dwelling in the house. Uncertain but willing to believe in an alternative, Michael placed the cassette on the floor. It started to vanish, consumed by an unseen darkness. As the cassette disappeared completely, so did the visions, and the haunting presence left the house. Feeling a weight lifted from his soul, Michael breathed a sigh of relief. He knew that whatever had saved him from his fateful decision was not of this world. It was a guardian spirit of the house, sacrificing its power and benevolence to protect him. Michael left the house, bidding farewell to Poland, but the memories of that strange home stayed in his heart forever. Whenever he read about mysterious happenings in that neighborhood, a mix of nostalgia and gratitude overwhelmed him, knowing he had survived and become wiser. And though he moved on, Michael's experience remained in the hearts of all who heard this tale. The cassette, which had brought so much terror and torment, became a symbol of warning, reminding people that some mysteries are better left unsolved. And everyone who listened to the story of the strange cassette pondered their own choice between darkness and light, lurking within the depths of their souls.